Hey, it's Clay Trader. This will be a video chart on Litecoin. We will take a look at the 4-hour time frame. Real quick, before I get started and go any further from a disclosure standpoint, I do own, not shares, but I do own coins, and just throwing that out there from a disclosure sake, so I am long a couple coins here. So let's get started here. I've done this multiple times before. If you're unfamiliar with charts and have no idea what I mean when I say 4-hour, each one of these candlesticks, as they're called, instead of representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 4 hours. So all this here may look like several months worth of time. It's actually just the past couple of weeks broken down into 4-hour time slices. I like to do this time frame, given the market is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It just allows me to keep these charts as relevant for as long as possible. I mean, I don't want to do some short time frame and then, within 30 minutes, everything's totally relevant. But by focusing on more so these longer term time frames, such as the 4-hour, it just makes the chart apply, for longer periods of time. And not a whole lot to update here from yesterday when I did the video at approximately the same time. There is one minor update, but it's not like a drastic one or anything like that. And that update comes from a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed above, they tend to act as resistance. So for those of you that did watch yesterday's video, hopefully you remember me talking about the $300 mark as support. You can see it acted as support multiple times. But then today the price did break down below it. And as we sit here and speak right now, you can see that currently the bulls are trying to fight back up above it. But you can see right now in the very short term, the price has struggled to get back up above that $300 mark, which is not shocking because, again, this is just a very basic and foundational rule, where when levels of support are broken, they do indeed tend to act as resistance. In the event the price can get back above 300, then yeah, the next level that I have marked out is up there at $340. But even before 340, I think another level that would not shock me at all to see it act relatively stubborn is now the purple line right here, which is that 50-period simple moving average. I've talked about that time and time again for those of you that have watched the past videos. And with the price now below it, that is, a sign that the bears are gaining some strength. Now, from the big picture of things, am I saying that the bulls have lost all control? I'm not saying that at all. The broad trend is still very clearly up, but more so in the shorter term, and that all depends on how you define shorter term. The bears are starting to show some signs of strength, and that first initial sign of strength, again, is the price not only breaking below that purple line, but now starting to separate itself a little bit to the downside. But again, nothing drastic or anything like that. It's not like the price is down at 180. That would be a full-blown breakdown. But as it stands, still well within the area. My point here is before you go and, if the price gets back above 300, before you start talking about, 340, let's first see how the price reacts and if it can get back up above that purple line there. As far as levels of support, nothing new here to report. 280 is still that key level to watch going forward. I suppose I should probably update one more just in case over the next 24 hours the price pulls back some more. And if indeed that does happen, the next key overall area of support, I would call down there right around the $250 mark. So all in all, not a whole lot to report other than that minor little breakdown right there, but we'll see if the bulls can get back up above 300 or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.